You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, and the chapter is Resistance to Change. So, the first section that I'm going to read is It has nothing to do with willpower or discipline. Whatever we are trying to release in our lives is just a symptom and outer effect. Trying to eliminate the symptom without working on dissolving the cause is useless. The moment we realize our willpower or discipline, the moment we release our willpower or discipline, the symptom crops up again. Willingness to release the need. I say to clients, there must be a need in you for this condition or you would not have it. Let's go back a step and work on the willingness to release the need. When the need is gone, you will have no desire for the cigarette or the overeating or the negative pattern. One of the first affirmations to use is I am willing to release the need for resistance or the headache or the constipation or the excess weight or the lack of money or whatever. Say, I am willing to release the need for, you can put in whatever you would like to release. If you are resisting at this point, then your other affirmations cannot work. The webs we create around ourselves need to be unwound. If you have ever untangled a ball of string, you know that yanking and pulling only makes it worse. You need to very gently and patiently unravel the knots. Be gentle and patient with yourself as you untangle your own mental knots. Get help if you need it. Above all, love yourself in the process. The willingness to let go of the old is the key. That is the secret. When I say needing the problem, I mean that according to our particular set of thought patterns, we need to have certain outer effects or experiences. Every outer effect or is the natural expression of an inner thought pattern. To battle only the outer effect or symptom is wasted energy and often increases the problem. I am unworthy creates procrastination. If one of my inner belief systems or thought patterns is I am unworthy, then one of my outer effects will probably be procrastination. After all, procrastination is one way to keep us from getting where we say we want to go. Most people who procrastinate will spend a lot of time and energy berating themselves for procrastinating. They will call themselves lazy and generally will make themselves out to feel they are bad persons. Resentment of another's good. I had a client who loved attention and usually came to class late so he could create a stir. He had been the baby of 18 children and he came last on the list of getting. As a child, he watched everyone else have while he just longed for his own. Even now, when someone had good fortune, he would not rejoice with them. Instead, he would say, "Oh, I wish I had that," or "Oh, why don't I ever get that?" His resentment of their good was a barrier to his own growth and change. Self-worth opens many doors. A client who was 79 came to me. She taught singing and several of her students were making television commercials. She wanted to do this too but was afraid. I supported her totally and explained there's nobody like you, just be yourself. I said, do it for the fun of it. There are people out there looking for exactly what you have to offer. Let them know you exist. She called several agents and casting directors and said, I am a senior citizen and I want to do commercials. In a short time, she had a commercial, and since then, she's never stopped working. I often see her on TV and in magazines. New careers can start at any age, especially when you do it for the fun of it. Then we have the best section, I think, self-criticizing is total. It will only intensify the procrastination and laziness. The place the mental energy is into releasing the old, creating a new thought pattern. Say, I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. I'm going to repeat that one again. I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. As I spend a few days doing this affirmation over and over, my outer effect pattern of procrastination will automatically begin to fade. As I internally create a pattern of self worth, then I'll no longer have the need to delay my good. So, all of these were affirmations. Do you see how this could apply to some of the negative patterns or outer effects in your life? Let's stop wasting time and energy putting ourselves down for something we can't help doing if we have certain inner beliefs. Change the beliefs. No matter how you approach it or what subject matter we are talking about, we are only dealing with our thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. When we want to change a condition, we need to say so. I am willing to release the pattern within me that is creating this condition. You can say this to yourself over and over every time you think of your illness or problem. The minute you say it, you're stepping out of the victim class. You are no longer helpless, you are acknowledging your own power. You are saying, I am beginning to understand that I created this and I now take my own power back. I am going to release this old idea and let it go. Self criticism. I have a client who will eat a pound of butter and everything else she can get a hold of when she cannot bear to be with her own negative thoughts. The next day, she will be angry at her body for being heavy. When she was a little girl, she would walk around the family dinner table finishing off everyone's leftovers and eating a whole stick of butter. The family would laugh and think it was cute. It was almost the only approval she got from her family. When you scold yourself, when you berate yourself, when you beat yourself up, who do you think you're treating this way? Almost all of our programming, both negative and positive, was accepted by us by the time we were 3 years old. Our experiences since then are based upon what we accepted and believed about ourselves and about life at that time. The way we were treated when we were very little is usually the way we treat ourselves now. The person you are scolding is a 3-year-old child within you. Wow. If you are a person who gets angry at yourself for being afraid and fearful, think of yourself as being 3 years old. If you had a little 3-year-old in front of you who was afraid, what would you do? Would you be angry at him, or would you reach out your arms and comfort the child until he or she felt safe and at ease? The adults around you when you were a child may not have known how to comfort you at that time. Now you are the adult in your life, and if you're not comforting the child within you, then that is very sad indeed. What was done in the past is done and it is over now. But this is present time, and you now have the opportunity to treat yourself the way you wish to be treated. A frightened child needs comforting, not scolding. Scolding yourself only makes you more frightened, and there is nowhere to turn. When the child within feels unsafe, it creates a lot of trouble. Remember how it felt to be belittled when you were young? It feels the same way now to that child within. Be kind to yourself, begin to love and approve of yourself. That's what that little child needs in order to express itself at its highest potential. So, that's all that I wanted to share from this book today. I hope you guys find something helpful, something that could inspire you or help you to release, as we were talking about in this section, willing to release the need, and probably even about self-criticism here. So, thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.